Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will start this game off. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, looking to pass. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. The Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Maddox. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25. He's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. They'll try to pound their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Using his feet. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offense coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long from the 19. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's into the open down the middle. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Volunteers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Maddox. Makes the grab. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tennessee! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ready up. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 35, he's open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of them. And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll try to do it himself. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there today in Oxford. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught-Hemingway.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's...
Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. On the shovel. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown! Start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more. Step one accomplished.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it down the right side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown ball! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Give to the running back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. A new set of downs after the completion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the first. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Now on 1st down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Avent. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Handoff from the gun. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, the running back looking for room. At midfield, he's got room. He's off to the races. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the gun, running back on the move. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Odom. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are.
Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can...
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College